Hey, Tiger Rod Lawrenceville, Master Mostiller here with competition online lesson number 5. Now, starting off our inclusive class. Inclusive class, this week, I want you to work 2 things and then put them together. The outside block, make sure the arm is coming straight across as they do that, making sure it's not just hands up here, but actually traveling back and forth across. And then crossing their arms for the back fist and make sure that that arm is again traveling across. Then combining that outside block into back fist. Outside block into back fist. In addition, I want them to work front kicks. Make sure that knee is coming up nice and high and the hips are going forward for that. Toes are pulled back on those front kicks. Try to work especially on it getting high up. Parents have a pillow, something they can kick, not that they're kicking down here low. Then, lastly, this week, working on the crab walk forwards and backwards. Give them a little path to follow, but both forward and backwards for their crab walk. That's what inclusive class will work on for the next few days. Tiger Cubs. So first off, make sure you've been practicing standing on one foot and spinning around, that you have that, no problem. Also grab any object, make sure you're able to do the figure 8 passing through the legs, back and forth around the legs on that. In addition, Tiger Cubs, practice your frog hops, which are hands have to touch the floor and jump over, and also your regular hops, feet together, both jumping. Then one more thing I want you to work on the hops is for feet to come in and out this way. Nice and quick. So we're getting you ready for the obstacle course stuff. Now on top of that, it needs to be inner forearm blocks this week and low blocks this week, as well as outside crescents. So busy week for the Tiger Cubs. Make sure that you're checking those things for the next few days. White belts, yellow belts. First off, full Hoam form for you guys this week. In addition, yellow belts, you need to be working on the first half of legacy form, first half of seed form, which is basically building the first house. So make sure you have that. Then on top of that, you need to work on one step number 2. That's that left, right, left, right, left. Remember, left outside block, right punch, right crescent, and left round kick. Then, lastly, I want you to work on balance drills this week for your kicks. Counts of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, and so on. Now, do that with front kicks, with round kicks, and with side kicks this week. White belts, yellow belts, that will be your focus as we develop your balance. Green belts, blue belts. This week, working on detailed moves, getting ready for deception. Now, we're going to start off with the basic 3 T's of deception, which is changing target, technique, or timing. So, I want you to do 3 drills, and I want you to use different kicks, mix it up, make sure you're doing the left and the right. But, I want you to practice going quick move again, same thing, then left, pause it, and kick. Do that with front kicks, do that with round kicks, do that with side kicks, do that on both legs. That's a change in timing. Then I want you to do a change in target. So I want you to practice looking down, kicking up, kicking low or body level, changing in target. And again, Do the same, like look up a couple times, kick high a couple times, then bring it low, or look down a couple times, like you get a leg check, kick low a couple times, bring it high, so on. So changing of target on that. And then lastly is changing technique. I want you to work on going, starting like a hook kick, looking like it's going to be a hook kick, switching to a side kick, looking like a hook kick to a round kick, looking like a side kick to a round kick, looking like a front kick to a round kick. Different things where it looks like you've done one technique, you're about to do one technique and you switch it to a different one. Now on top of that, make sure green belts, you're practicing at this point full ho-am form. Blue belts practice the green belt section of ho-am form. So be focused on that for you guys, and then make sure that you are practicing one step number 2. That's what green belts and blue belts will work on for the beginning of this week. Brown through black belts. So what I want you working starting off this week is the basis for deception, which is changing the target, the technique, or the timing. I want you to practice 3 things. Number 1, quick on your timing change. So go 1, 2, delay it. 3. Do that with different kicks, round kicks, side kicks, whatever. But practice quick, quick, delay. Then reverse it. Delay, delay, quick. Okay, changing those timing things. Then practice changing target. Practice the look that you do. Think about looking down for leg checks and coming up high. Think about leaning, even pointing, looking high and going low. Changes on target where you change from body to head, head to body. You do 10 on both sides for those. And then also practicing changes of technique. I want you to focus on the chaser hook to round and on the question mark kick. Chaser hook to round and question mark kick, and the overcommitted front to round as well. Those are going to be the top 3 I want you to focus on for now as you're changing technique. That will be what you'll work on beginning of this week. Don't forget about ho-am form and advanced one step number 2. See you soon on the mats.